Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. This is one of the most unfortunate class picks I've had in a long time. So I just did Shaman, I just did Warlock before that, and I've done Hunter like a couple of times before that. But I'm going to do Hunter again. It's the class I have the least videos of on my channel, and it's actually also the least recent class. So sorry for all the Hunter videos. You can skip this one if you need to. Here we go. Okay, so we're starting off with a legendary, which is always very exciting. I think Sylvanas is probably the best in a vacuum. Although, you know, as a 5/5 for 5, she doesn't have the most direct impact on the board. It's just the opponent's fear in playing around her. The Gruul is a card I've lost to probably at least twice just by itself. I mean, it's crazy huge. You play it when your opponent sees it, it's an 8/8. On your turn, when you attack with it for the first time, it's a 9/9. It's just gigantic. But I'm going to take Sylvanas. It's going to drop earlier, and it also has a very, very big impact on the game. Black Knight is great, but just doesn't have quite the impact I would like. Okay, I'm going to grab the Boulder Festoga here, going for some late game as a hunter, not really trying to do any aggro. Don't like this Timberwolf at all. We'll take a Fen Creeper here. So thank goodness I took the cheapest legendary, because we're starting off pretty heavy. I can take the card draw or the weapon destruction. Let's go ahead and grab the weapon destruction and also make sure we have some early drops. I lost one recently for not having enough early game. We'll take a Harvest Golem. It's a premier 3-drop. It's great. Ooh, okay. So the Snake Trap is great if you can get a Buzzard. I don't have one of those yet, though. And the Gladiator Longbow is just really, really good. I'm going to take the Gladiator Longbow. It's excellent removal. It can be used as burn. I might regret not having Snake Trap later, but I'm not going to hinge on getting a Buzzard. And without Buzzards, the Snake Trap is a bit unimpressive. Okay, we have another rare. When it rains, it pours. I'm just going to take the best one, which is the Abomination. These two are alright, but the Abomination can be very, very stellar, even though it's kind of violating my curve here. I have currently 0 removal, so much as I would like, well, other than the Longbow, which is at 7 mana. So I'm going to take Explosive Shot here, although I would like to get a Twilight Drake. So I'm not the world's biggest fan of this 5-mana spike, but such is life. We'll take Explosive Trap here. Much as I want the Houndmaster, it's not an empty board kind of card, and I currently don't have any beasts. So, I mean, I'll like to get some, obviously, being a hunter, but at the moment, I'm not going to pass over this mass removal here. Oh, what is up with these wacky, dumb picks? I'll take the Wild Pyromancer as another 2-drop, I guess. And Arcane Shot for some removal seems fine. Okay, we need some 4-drops. Silvermoon Guardian is really, really good with the Divine Shield. Deadly Shot is an important card to have. It can take out single big things your opponent plays later on. Another Explosive Trap is quite tempting. I need some 4-drops, though, so I'm going to take the Stormwind Knight. Try to balance out my curve a little bit. This Stormwind Champion's fine, but Kill Command is really good. And I'll just take another Deadly Shot over those 2 generic cards. Ooh, wow. Kill Command versus Amani Berserker. That is unfortunate. Oh, man. I got 2 Deadly Shots, an Arcane Shot, Explosive Trap, and 1 Kill Command, and an Explosive Shot in the Longbow. You know what? Maybe I'm just scarred from my last run where I took too much removal as a Shaman. I'm going to take the Berserker just to get those early plays and not have those dumb, slow starts. I think the whole Beast thing has kind of passed me by, so I'm not going to take this bad card just to up my Beast count. The Raging Worgen is solid. I currently just have 1 3-drop creature, the Golem. Everything else is a spell. So I'm going to take the Golem, or excuse me, the Worgen over the second Explosive Trap. I just want to play things that I can put onto the goddamn board, you know? Okay. This is a very mediocre card, so we'll take the Crazed Alchemist. It always finds a use. Ah, man. So I took a couple of mediocre rares here. The Alchemist, the Wild Pyromancer. I'll count the Abomination as one I'm not that thrilled by. And then here we have 2 awesome rares in 1 pack. Well, I have lots of 2-drops already. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll take the Highmane for some more endgame. And to have, you know, a beast in here if that ever matters. Okay, Animal Companion is solid. It's like a 4-mana card for 3 mana. Freezing Trap is also good, but I just want more creatures that I can throw down. I need some 4-drops, so we'll take the No Motion Mentor for a card over the Taunting Warden. Oh, man. I think Arcane Shot is going to be below Multi-Shot because I don't have any of those yet. The Dark Iron Dwarf is definitely tempting, but I think it's nice to have at least 1 Multi-Shot, so we'll pick it up here. All right, I don't want a 3rd Deadly Shot, so it's between the Stormwind Champion or the Silvermoon Guardian. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 droppers. Stormwind Champion, I don't know how good it would be in this deck. I don't have any Swarm cards. Yeah, we'll take another Guardian. Just have a really, really solid mid game. Okay, Scavenging Hyena, don't be fooled. This is terrible in this deck. There's like no beasts here. It really only works with the high main, and then it takes a lot of finagling. Do I have any other beasts? Oh my god. Nope. Nope, not really. Okay, well, I guess we'll take the Beluga Warrior because I cannot stomach that Corehound. A third explosive trap? Or no, only the second. I passed on like 2 more after seeing this one. I'll take a second one. That's fine. Another Gnomish Inventor, the only playable card there. Oh, man. I have to take a 1-drop, and I don't even get one of the good ones. Well, we'll take the Abusive Sergeant, because this Battlecry is good later in the game, too. Okay, don't want another Deadly Shot. I think 2 is fine, so we'll take our Darkscale Healer. We started off with a huge spike at 5 mana, and then nothing. So can I support a Gadgetzan Auctioneer? I do have a fair number of spells. 1, 2, 3... This is a spell. 4, 5, 6, 7... We're getting kind of expensive at this point. I'm going to take the Kodo. This is a bit touch and go. If this were a Twilight Drake, or excuse me, an Azure Drake, I would take it. But because I have to like let it survive for a turn and then play my expensive spells, seems unlikely to work, so I'll take the Kodo instead. Okay, so this deck, I don't know. I like that it has a lot of creatures that can just drop onto an empty board. I'm really getting more and more annoyed. I don't know why. It's just playing with like lots of conditional cards. I just like to have stuff I can play onto the board. It feels good to me. It's satisfying, even if it's not, you know, objectively the best. And besides that, it just has removal spells. So it's mostly just a bunch of removal spells and creatures that I can put onto an empty board. So I'm excited to play it. I don't think it's going to go to 7 wins. I haven't had a deck I felt like I could go there in a long time, but we'll see how it goes. Hi, the Mage. Nice. Alright. I don't think I want actually either of these removal spells, or Sylvanas. Just give me creatures deck. That's all I want. Give me my money. Berserker. My Harvest Golem. Okay, well, I got 1 out of 2. I guess that's better than nothing. My curve is pretty flat. Probably not ideal. But if we can survive the early game and get just a few more drops, then I'll be set for the end game here with these high-quality cards. Ah, motherfucking Mana Worm, of course. Well, let's play the Berserker and hope for the best.
It's time for a little blood.
She really wants Frostbolt or Arcane Missiles here, or a Mirror Image would also do the trick. The Mana Worm plus Hero ability is not quite good enough on the Berserker. Ah, she does not have it. Alright, perfect. Explosive Shot, that's awesome. Well, I'll go ahead and enrage my guy, and then Steady Shot her. I could have played Explosive Trap, but it's possible that I'm going to have nothing to do next turn anyway, so I might as well wait for more creatures to come out. And it's unlikely that she's going to be attacking with the Mana Worm at me. Explosive Trap triggers when you're attacked. She's going to probably attack the Berserker with the Mana Worm. And that's in fact what she's going to be doing. So that's fine. This 2-drop, it's so good that I got it in my opening hand because, like, she spent 4 mana and a card to kill it. Well, no, one of her pings went on my face. Okay, so she spent a card and 2 mana to kill it, which is fine. And it stopped the Mana Worm from being a problem. Okay, this is extremely annoying because the Kodo obviously doesn't kill that. Ah, man. Okay, so Crazed Alchemist always finds a use, but not here, because, shit. I can flip around my Golem, but then it's only 3 damage. I can flip around him. That doesn't do anything. I can just Explosive Shot to kill this by itself. That seems awfully lame. Explosive Trap? What does that do? Nothing? Alright, we'll lay an Explosive Trap. Steady Shot. And swing by with the Golem. So the idea here is that after the Brewmaster kills my panda, it'll be at 2 health and will later die to my Explosive Trap. That is the far-fetched idea that I have. We'll see how that goes for me. I didn't want to use this Explosive Shot on this panda. I've often said a good option now is better than the best option later, but I think it was a reasonable alternative to play the Explosive Trap, so I decided to hold on to the Explosive Shot for later. I mean, it's possible that what she plays now will let me get a really good use out of the Explosive Shot. Let's say she plays a Silverhand Knight. You know, I Explosive Shot the Knight, kills the Squire, gets it down to 2 health, Golem finishes it off. Like, that could be really good.
For the crusade!
That's not as good. That's really not what I was hoping she would play. now she's going to use her hero ability to finish off the golem. My Kodo doesn't work. Another explosive trap. Well, I can't set this because I already have one in play. So Crazed Alchemist. I could actually switch the Scarlet Crusader's attack and life around, and then the Kodo would kill her, but that would be 7 mana. I only have 6. So what I'm going to do is just play the Hymen. So my opponent can deal with this alright. She can use the Panda to kill it, and use the Scarlet Crusader to ping off one of the hyenas. But still, it's getting some value for the card. And that does mean that my explosive shot might not, my explosive trap, excuse me, might not see use. But I'm fine with that. Plus, she might do something crazy like attack by me anyway. Who knows? Keep in mind, my opponent doesn't know what this is. She knows it's not Snipe, but between Misdirection, Snake Trap, Freezing Trap, and Explosive Trap, she doesn't know. So she like, we might not realize, watching this right now, the internal struggles that she is going through. Oh, please attack me, please attack me, please attack me. No! She thought better of it. No, she needs to kill my Hymen with her Panda, because even the risk of an explosive trap... Oh my god, I can't believe she did that. Well, that was... I think it's a mistake. And I know you might be thinking, oh, you're saying that just because you know it was an explosive trap, but I really think that was an objective mistake. I mean, the threat of explosive trap means that you should use your Panda to attack into the Hymen, get that kill, so your creature doesn't die for nothing. Well, she still has all 6 of her mana and a bunch of cards. Fireball is not something I mind. Polymorph would have been the perfect card there, because it would have obviously stopped this stuff. She's actually going to just lose her Scarlet Crusader, so that was not a good turn for my opponent at all. Unfortunately for me, I have nothing to play, despite... Oh my god, despite doing everything I can to draft like a... deck with cards that I can put down onto the board, I don't have anything I can put onto the board. This is so irritating. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swing, lay another explosive trap, play Crazed Alchemist on my Hyena to protect it, and then Steady Shot. Get some damage through. So she's going to be at 16 after this explosive trap fires. This is another 10 damage. So that's 6. I need 3 more Steady Shots here, and I'll have the kill. And if these guys can actually attack once, that's, you know, that's icing on the gravy cake. I don't know that that's an expression that you can use, but anyway, that's icing on the gravy cake, and we'll be in really good shape. Okay, that wasn't the most impressive Crazed Alchemist ever, but it did save my Hyena, so I'll get a little bit of tickling damage. The Kodo, man, Kodo, it's just not as good as I ever want it to be. We'll play Deadly Shot here. That seems totally good. I'll play the Bluegill Warrior, just for the damage. I'm in burn mode because I see this gladiator's longbow, and I say to myself, I want to hit her in the face with it. Now, here's where taunt would be amazing for my opponent. I have to just hope that the explosive shot is good enough. Alright, Flame Strike is actually exactly what I want to see here, because it's not a taunting thing. And I can now just, I mean, go for the kill, basically. So what happens now is, even if she puts down a taunt to stop me from finishing her off with my weapon, I've got this Abomination, which is 2 damage, and then I've got this, which is 2 damage per turn, so she's dead in 2 turns, plus the explosive trap if she ever triggers that. So there's just a lot that she would have to deal with to stay in the game. That was one where she had massive card advantage, and I'm sure very good cards, but I was able to burn her out for the win. Now, if she had, like, had a Polymorph instead of a Fireball for my Hymen, she could have won. If she had used her Panda to kill off my Hymen, instead of just running it in and having it die to an explosive trap, she could have won. If she had a more efficient way of dealing with my 3 dinky creatures than a Flame Strike, taking up her entire turn, she could have won. So she was a mage. Lots of ways she could have won, but she didn't quite have what she needed. Loreth, Ireth. I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep my 3-drop. Hopefully get at least a 3-drop. At least. Hopefully something better. Okay, there we go. That's totally fine. So we'll probably coin out the Animal Companion, then play the Golem. And then we'll just see where the winds take us, I guess. Crazed Alchemist? Okay, that's nice. You do that, Crazed Alchemist. You do that. Happy to see that totem. That's very good. I'm going to do the Animal... Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm going to do the Berserker here. Save my coin. My coin could be useful later on. I was thinking I would do the Animal Companion first. In case I got the Charger, I could charge and kill the Wrath of Air Totem right away. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Well, I think what I'm just going to do is play my own Golem then. Now, I could have played Animal Companion had I gotten Leok. I could have, this would have been buffed, and I could have killed the Harvest Golem and gotten enraged. Hey, you know, that probably would have been smarter. I probably should have done that. Yeah, I should have made an Animal Companion there. The 4/4 Taunt would have been good too. It's just the 4/2 Charger that would have kind of sucked. Alright, he's going to silence my Golem, which is very distressing. But I think this is a pretty good time for multi-shot, right? I can't imagine what would be a good time if this isn't it. Alright, so there you go down. I'm going to enrage my Berserker. Swing for 2 with the Golem. Now, it's kind of a tricky situation for him because Forked Lightning does not kill this Golem. Is he fishing for spell damage for a Forked Lightning? Well, he didn't get spell damage. That's good. He had Forked Lightning. Wow. Alright, I lucked out a little bit there. That's for sure. Stormforge next. Well, he's going to clear my board out. Good for him. But I think I'm doing alright. This is going okay. Alright, Explosive Shot is a little bit early. So basically, I have a couple of options. I could play the Wild Pyromancer and Animal Companion, which is a spell. So what that would do is it would bring in the animal, then the Wild Pyromancer would trigger kill this. That's kind of overkill though. I could just play this, but it's a bit overkill as well. I could make the Animal Companion and then the Wild Pyromancer just to get a couple of creatures out in the field. Or I could just play Fen Creeper. I'm going to play the Fen Creeper. I think this is fine. So basically the risk here is a Hex. If he has a Hex, that would be annoying. But he does just have the 3 mana because he played 2 Overload cards last time. This for Overload 1 and the Forked Lightning for Overload 2. So a Hex would let him kill my Fen Creeper, but it's not the end of the world. And if the Hex goes on this and it's not going on my high main, I think I'm alright with that. Well, he has the Hex. That is mighty unfortunate. And the fact that he has a Searing Totem to kill the frog off with is also unfortunate. Damn. Well, shit. We'll play the Companion. Decent. I'll play the Bluegill Warrior. Coin out an Alchemist. Switch the Bluegill Warrior around. Is this a bug? The Leok should be giving everything +1 attack. This should have 2 power. It should be 1 health after being switched with the Alchemist, and then another one from Leok. Interesting. Huh. I think this is a bug. I mean, it's possible if I had done them in a different order, I would have been fine, but like, yeah, this should totally be hitting for 2 damage. That is lame as a pile of donkeys. Alright, he's going to kill my Alchemist, which is a fair move. I think what we'll do here is keep it simple, keep it safe. We'll use this lame creature to pop Divine Shield. Use an Explosive Shot there. Play an Ooze. Destroy the last tick of that weapon and swing with Mr. Leok. Now, I could have done it differently. I could have played Wild Pyromancer and then Explosive Shot. But the problem is this is after I cast a spell, so first the Explosive Shot would have hit, and then the 1 damage would have happened. So that wouldn't have actually worked. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Alright, well, I just have to bust my way through this, unfortunately. We'll just do and And I'll play an Ogre, because that seems good. And rather than steady shotting, let's just play another creature down. So it is unfortunate that the Acolyte gets to kill my Leok here and draw a card, but I am going to hit him for 9 damage after that. 11 with this. He's down to 10 health. Then the Abomination down to 8. He's getting pretty low on health here. Ah, he has a Taunter. Well, this is going to die, so I'm okay with it. It shows he's a bit desperate if he's playing this at 9 mana. Okay, that's a little bit less desperate. That's a solid card.
In the light's name.
And that is just a terrible card. Okay. Fair enough. Supermoon Guardian. Well, I could play these both, but I don't want to because I don't want the Divine Shield to just get popped by the Abomination. Well, let's see. I definitely want to do this. I definitely... Well, let's see. Do I play the Abomination and just hope that it's good? I don't know. That seems kind of silly. Yeah, let's just play it a bit safer. We'll do that. Play the Abomination. And Steady Shot. Start to get some damage up there. So if he runs the Yeti in, the Yeti will die, the Acolyte will draw a card, my Pyromancer will die, and my Ogre will go down to 2 health. So if he's got like a Hex or a Lightning Bolt or a Forked Lightning, really any kind of Shaman removal, Shamanistic removal, he can clear out my board, and then I might be in a bit of trouble because I'm behind on cards. And I'm not really close enough to Steady Shot him to death either. But if this Ogre survives the turn and can hit him one more time, I'd say my chances of winning the game improve dramatically. Alright, got 4 cards here. I've got a very vulnerable but hard-hitting creature. If I can get him down to 11, swing, get him down to 9, I'll be in decent shape. So all I need is for him not to have, with 6 mana, a way of removing this. Please don't be taunt. Okay, good. No! He slow rolled me. Fuck. Well, this sucks. Deadly Shot here is extremely unimpressive. I'm gonna play this and this. I'm not gonna Deadly Shot though. That just seems like a bad move. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose now. I needed the Ogre to survive a turn. He delayed me when he had a bad turn, but then he had a really good turn there with the Feral Spirit and clearing me out. Perhaps I shouldn't have played the Abomination. Perhaps I should have just played the Silver Moon Guardian. Called it a day. That might have been my mistake. Uh-oh, that's not good. That wolf is actually spectacular for him, because it lets him kill my Guardian. Yeah, this is over. I don't have anything to deal with this. I mean, an explosive trap would kill off most of this board. Okay, that's what I'm hoping for, is the explosive trap. Okay, we'll do this. Deadly Shot, or Steady Shot. Kill that off. Okay, so I have one more turn to draw an explosive trap. It will kill everything. Deadly Shot's just terrible. This is 5 damage, 7 damage. I can get him down to 6. Not good enough. Don't have any like King Crush or anything that would like burn him out for crazy damage. So I need to get Explosive Trap or Bust. That is it. I got 2 of them in here. Have to draw one of them. That sucks a lot. I can't kill its creatures now because of this Taunt Totem. But it doesn't matter. I was gonna lose if I didn't get an Explosive Trap anyway. Oh god. Alright, that's a pretty decent wind speaker as far as they go. Deadly Shots! Alrighty. Oh man. Oh man. Well, I think I live one turn, unless he has a Lightning Bolt. He's got 7 damage here. Rockbiter Weapon, Lightning Bolt, Fire Elemental, a billion different things would kill me. Damn! Ah, man. I shouldn't have played the Abomination. I needed him just to be 1 turn slower than he was. Alright, last chance to get an Explosive Trap.
Ready, sir.
Uh-oh. That's not enough, actually, anymore, is it? Okay, that was a good game. I feel like I could have had that one. The Abomination was in a pack with no other good cards. The Silver Moon Guardian could have been a Stormwind champion, though. That might have actually let me win. Could be that I misdrafted and I should have taken that Stormwind champion. Too bad. My friend Dan's cheering me on. Well, thank you so much for watching this beginning run, folks. If you enjoy it, please like the video and or subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see how it all ends, then stay tuned, because the rest of the games are going to be coming up soon. I'll see you in a bit.